Hey, welcome back to another Prairie Sunset Ranch farm vlog. I'm Aaron, and thank you for tuning in, my friends. Well, I would like to say spring is here, summer's coming, the pastures are coming in nice, the grass is growing green, and the crops are coming in strong. That's not the case, because it is a desert out here. It is dry. We have not seen any precipitation since that big snowstorm we had a few videos back. So we have not had any replenishment of moisture whatsoever. It is looking very, very dry. It is looking scary out there. We thought it was gonna rain today, but sure enough, it was thundering, some thunderclaps, nice clouds, nothing. Not a, maybe a spit. That's about it, just a little bit of a tease. Anyways, with that said, we have some bad news with the John Deere 4020. So stay tuned for that. I went to hook up to the Disker and we found, you guessed it, diesel in the oil crankcase. Once again, as you know, we've been battling with that for the last little while. We actually had the injector pump rebuilt. We had lift pump put in, we had new seals, this and that, and it is still having issues. So we're going to look into that. I'm going to ask for your help in that situation. I explained a little bit more in the video. We're as well going to go take a walk through my heifers. Those are my heifer replacements. So that is the future of Prairie Sunset Ranch right there. So I'm going to take a walk through our heifers and our replacements that we pulled out of the calf area. And we're going to talk a little bit about them. I'm going to show you kind of what we're looking for genetic-wise with our herd in the future. And we'll do a couple other things in between there, but that's enough chit-chat, Aaron. Let's bitter, batter, and get her. Woo!
This is enough chit-chat with pitter, patter, ik, a gatter. Woo!
The whole family's coming out. We're going to go check out the 4020. Dad figures there might be some oil intrusion, or I'm sorry, diesel intrusion into the crank is what I meant to say. So we're gonna go, let's go take it for a rip, warm it up good for half hour and see what happens when we get back, see how it runs. And I guess I won't take it disking today, but we'll maybe try to figure out what's going on with it. Well, here's the oil on the dipstick. I don't know if you can see that. Let's try it over here. You can see above those arrows, you can see where it's going to. So yeah, there's a little more oil in the crank, but typically if I don't know what to think of that. You know, it might be okay. Let's start her up and work her a little bit. I don't know, maybe I won't get to disking today, but we'll start this girl up and see. Maybe I'll hook up to the John Deere 6400 and go. I'd like to figure this thing out. Old girl's not starting, so we're just gonna jump the starter there. Started good. Future farm girl. Watch out, boys. Let's give her Swan River. Wow, this is a lot different than my other 6 Series. I haven't driven this for a while. Let's know. I don't know. Dad said he said the crank might have had some, but it didn't smell like diesel. When you smelled the dipstick, it looked clean. It didn't give off any indication there's a diesel in the oil. So, but it just had a recent oil change, so the oil was still nice and clear. So, I don't know. For now, I guess we'll come back, check the oil here in a little while, see what happened. But all in all, it really doesn't seem to be. The starter obviously has an issue. Well, we let the old girl sit for about half hour. We're gonna pull this oil out and see what's going on here.
There.
Okay, so it was, where was it before? Yeah, so it is getting, damn it. Maybe an inject.
Yeah, for sure.
How much? Where was it before?
It was about.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Just at the top, above that arrow, just barely. So it's up. So I drove it for about 35 minutes, 40 minutes, really good, really hard. Put her back, and
yeah, it is up there.
It's got diesel in the crank. What the heck? Any of you John Deere guys out there? If you're a John Deere guy, you're a tractor guy, you're a diesel guy, you know old steel, let me know, where should we check next for this John Deere 4020? I know there's lots of you guys that are experts out there in this field. Help us out. You know, we don't want to go on a wild goose chase here, but if we know what to look into, maybe we can check it out and figure something out.
Put a new lift pump on.
Yeah, we put a new lift pump. We put a new fuel pump. Like we got it rebuilt, sorry. So
that's the injection pump.
The injection pump, injector pump, sorry. So hey, if you guys know anything more than we do, which I'm sure there's lots of you that do know, let me know in the comment box below. Please help us out. Where should we look? At least if we have somewhere to start searching, seeing what's going on here, because we want this old girl to be back in service one of these days. So this has been an ongoing battle here for the last year. So we thought it was fixed, but it's not. So any of you fine gentlemen or ladies watching this that have any mechanical aptitude, especially when it comes to these John Deere 4020s, this is what happened early on. This is what initially happened to this 4020. When we started it, it was kind of missing. It had a miss to it. It was smoking a little bit, more than usual. It doesn't smoke much typically. We also had diesel leaking out of here, out of the cable, and we had a large diesel infiltration into the oil. So that's what happened. What did we do? We put in a new lift pump, we put in a new injector pump, we got it rebuilt, and that's where we're at now. But now we just checked the oil and we're still getting diesel in the crank. So anyone that could help us out, it would be greatly appreciated if you could just leave your guess or your suggestion in the comment box below so I can kind of go through them, write them down. This is a 1966, my apologies. So yeah, anyways, there we are, people. Thank you in advance for anyone that comments and tries to help out with this. I want to take a walk through our heifers here. These are all our replacement heifers that we pulled out from the calf lot. I want to talk about them a little bit. These are all girls that we watched for our breeding program. We've been watching the growth of them. We've been watching their personalities, their characteristics, their traits, and we double checked that all their mothers check out. So any of these could be a part of our breeding program. We're going to pick the best 10 to 15. So these are the girls we picked out of our herd that we thought would blend in well to our breeding program. These are the strongest, the tamest, the nicest girls that were in our herd from this last year's calves. As you can tell, I think we picked well. There's a couple. This one, for instance, I don't completely like her. Little bit iffy about her. She's got a buddy that looks just like her. I believe it's this girl. Unsure of those two. I don't know. It just depends what they do. Like, they're really tame. The looks of them, they just don't look as full from the back end. They look a little more narrow. So, as you can tell, that girl's quite wide. She's got a little more narrow hips. I don't like the narrow hips. Because that means to me, if she is a little bigger than average calf, I might have some problems. So I really got to keep my eye on them. So that's the reason. There's nothing wrong with the animal. She comes from a great mother. She's very tame. She's easily handled. So basically everything in here, there isn't a wild one in here. That's one big no-no here. We don't keep anything wild. Sometimes the odd one gets through, but we don't try to keep anything that is at all edgy around us. So I think there's 15 girls here, and we gotta, I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna carry over 15. I honestly think there's probably 12 super solid girls here. But this girl right here, look at her. That's a beautiful replacement right here.
That's my pet cow.
Nice, thick, nice to look at, really easy to handle. Here's a good comparison. I think we're gonna pull these two out. See, this one's standing beside the other one. This one's big, much smaller, much more narrow from behind. Let's just try to get here. So I think we're gonna pull her out too. So that'll leave us with 12 replacement heifers. I'm good with that. I was gonna carry over 15, but we want them to count. We don't want to carry over anything, because this is our future. This is our future profit, our future genetics. These girls are everything. They're the future of this farm. So we got to keep the best of the best, the cream of the crop. And I think we're doing a pretty good job. This last year, super pleased and proud of my heifers. I think we picked them pretty good. We do a lot of work with them. Yeah, I can tell right off the hop. April. Hey, April. Say hi. Hi. Hi, Hoyt.
Hey.
April, do you agree with me? I think she's got to go. She's runty. She's got a big belly, kind like a pot belly. She just isn't that big of an animal. She's not thick. She doesn't have a lot of beef on her. It's not all about size, but she definitely has a smaller stature.
Yeah, she's narrow.
And those two definitely have to go. See, we carried everything over that we thought was good. We brought into here, and now you can see them. We had them in here for about 2 weeks. We've been walking around them, and those are the three that April and myself, and we all agree that we're gonna pull those three out. Even though they're nice, they gotta go to the other side. I don't want them being bred this year, so yeah. Well, there you go. Look at that beauty.
I know, eh?
Look at that. She could be a show cow, a show heifer.
I know who her mom is too.
Beauty. Yeah, yeah, she looks just like her, right? Yeah. I know too. So yeah, all these have been checked out. We all know who the mothers are. I actually don't know. I would have to double check that one. It doesn't matter though at this point. We're going to pull her out anyways. But basically the mothers can be matched up to all these heifers.
This heifer right here is really nice.
Yeah, she's real nice too. She's not the biggest girl, but she's nice. So nice and just easy to handle. Like, for heifers, I'm really happy with what we're carrying over in our genetics so far. Anyways, that's enough chit chat. Sorry people. I love talking cattle with anyone that will listen, especially you fine folks. So anyways, there's a little bit about that. They have some breeder's choice, some blueprint in here. Holy, I gave them a bag yesterday. You can see it's almost completely gone. So that's good. They're topping up, so we'll bring them some more, and I'll give them until they are done consuming it. I'll give them as much as they need. You don't know if they're deficient of anything, so you just give them, keep on topping up until you see it not moving, and then you can cut back. And these are the rest of the calves that we pulled out. These are all heifers. We took a bunch to auction, and this is what we have left. So I've been waiting on the prices. Gonna butcher a few of those. So we're just doing the paperwork, see how many we've got to carry over, how many we've got to get rid of. Not sure yet. We'll have to see what the demand is. Look at these beauties. Heifer's just as big as the steer. I think she is probably bigger. Oh, she's a little more, yeah, she's a lot. Heifer's bigger than our steer. Beautiful heifers. I'm telling you, we're gonna have some nice heifers to pick from this year. Are you a steer or a bull?
A bull.
You're a bull, eh? This is the old set of discs I'm gonna take out to cut that drainage a little bit. This old Hutchmaster. I'm sure you guys have seen some of these kicking around. So this is all I'm gonna take, this old little guy, and I think I'm just gonna cut it up and down the drainage, or the whatever they want to call it, a few times. The drainage or dike, whatever it's called. But this should definitely break it up pretty good. That old Hutchmaster broke up every acre of land on this entire farm, and it's a pretty big farm. So that old girl has some major use and abuse put on her. I don't know how many acres, but I'm sure it's ridiculous. Well, seeing we didn't get out on the disc, we'll do this in probably the next video. Next video will be vaccinating, but I'm gonna try to get the disking put on video. I really want to show you guys how the ditches or drains are right now and how much better they look after we're done. But I'm pretty sure we can smooth them out pretty nice. My little farmer in training. Are you a little farmer in training? Well, much like this baby calf taking a poo, I am done. So with that said, this is Aaron signing off. We will see you next weekend with an all new Prairie Sunset Ranch farm vlog. Be there or be square, my friends. Catch you next week and have a great week. Bye for now.